I'd like to give some special recognition now to those among you who performed exceptionally well in your academic journey by being the top 10% of your class. So I'm going to present to you the Dean's List for the INSEAD Masters in Management class of 2024. Can the members of the Dean's List please stand up and let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. It's also my pleasure to say that the Dean Mehoff and Professor Payer Prize is awarded here today to recognize the student with the highest GPA out of the 176 students. This year, we have not one but two recipients, Gloria Vancoillie from Belgium and Niclas Weddigen from Germany. Please, both of you, join me on the stage to receive your prize from the Dean and then to give the Valedictorian address.
Dean Veloso, Dean Stabile, Mr. Sidhu, esteemed faculty, families, and friends, and of course, the incredible cohorts of MIM24. The day has come, Commencement Day, our last day of the program and the first day of a new chapter. It is an honor to stand here with Niclas and get the chance to celebrate you all, a chance to show our families and friends a glimpse of the magic of INSEAD.
Gloria and I really thought a lot about how to bring the spirit of MIM24 alive in this speech and show you what our cohort is like. If you had to break it down, one could say, we came together from all over the world, a group of incredible students speaking more than 20 different languages. INSEAD united us as a cohort, and we converged to speaking a mix of English and broken Italian. Obviously, INSEAD was so much more than that, and I feel so many different emotions about our year coming to an end today. I feel happy because today we can bring together the families and friends of our cohort, a cohort that has been our INSEAD family for the last 10 months. I feel energized, ready to celebrate what we have achieved this year. I feel sentimental, thinking about both the highs and lows we experienced. I feel grateful for the moments we shared together and for all of you who made those moments so special. But I also feel a little sad as our time here comes to an end. Lastly, I feel excited about what the future will bring. In a few weeks, we will open a new chapter in our lives. Just like on our first day in Fontainebleau, when we entered Amphi Suddens for the first time, filled with 176 students from all over the world, we will now enter the unknown once again. But this time, we are well prepared by what we learned at INSEAD and know that we have 176 friends at our side with whom we can share our experiences and who we can ask for help. At the beginning of the program, past MIMs told us about the paradox of time at INSEAD. You create experiences worth 2 years, but time flies by like the program only lasted 2 months. It is crazy to think that our first town hall was only 1 year ago. I want you to go back and really think, where were you on that day? Some of us were skipping work for an hour. Some of us were maybe still studying. And some of us were maybe just trying to find a stable internet connection in the country they were traveling in. During the meeting, we listened to Thibaut and understood for the first time what it means to be an INSEADer. Okay, that was maybe half of us. The other half was probably stalking names in the Zoom call, searching for Fonty roommates and future partners. Five periods and a lot of parties at Mackinac and C'est la Vie later, we can confirm what we learned in P2 already. Markets are efficient, and especially the INSEAD dating market. Look around you. Within less than a year, those anonymous black Zoom boxes turned into friends for the rest of your lives. You feel like you have known them forever, but yet INSEAD feels like it only lasted 2 months. You experienced so much, yet you remember P1 like it was only yesterday. I think all MIM24 students can say now, we understand the INSEAD paradox of time.
INSEAD is a magical place, and what makes it magical is the people. On our first day, Thibaut told us something that has stuck with me ever since. He told us that INSEAD is a place full of incredible people, where it's very easy to feel intimidated. But, he continued, it's not about how many people will think that you are amazing. It's about how many amazing people that you will meet. And I can say that INSEAD did not disappoint. I feel so incredibly lucky to have been surrounded by all of you this year. All of you incredibly kind and inspiring people. Each and every MIM sitting in front of us right now is an incredibly smart, ambitious, driven, and high-achieving individual. But what makes us INSEAD MIMs is not our intellectual capabilities, it is not our drive. It's the combination of these characteristics with an incredible amount of kindness and sensitivity towards other people. It's the willingness to sit down and listen to others, even when they have thoughts and perspectives completely different to our own. It's the longing to have an impact and the willingness to dedicate time and even careers to this. It's the belief that giving is important, more important than getting. And it's the willingness to pour energy into other people without expecting anything in return.
Together, we celebrated successes and supported each other through disappointments. The MIM experience is certainly not always a smooth ride. At the end, you look back at a year that seems so perfect, a year that I will certainly remember as one of the best years of my life. But let's also take a moment to appreciate the challenges we faced along the way. Completing a master program in 10 months is certainly not a piece of cake. On top of that, we did it on 2 different continents away from home. And for once, let's not talk about the job market today. I know I had days where I didn't feel like I had the energy to keep up with the pace and intensity of the program. But speaking to my fellow students, I realized I was never alone. Our cohort didn't feel like anything I had ever experienced in an academic setting. It reminded me more of football or basketball teams I used to be a part of. In a good team, if you feel nervous, your teammates will give you confidence. If you get tackled, your teammates will help you get back up. And if you score a goal, your teammates will celebrate with you. In our cohort, when you were nervous about exams, there was always someone to prep with you. When you got a rejection from a job, there was always someone to cheer you up with a drink. And when you got a job, there were 100 messages in our group chat celebrating you.
It is our cohort and community that enabled us to grow through these challenges. A cohort that both supported and inspired us. And whilst our year at INSEAD is ending, INSEAD never truly ends. We will always be MIM24, and we will always carry with us the learnings and inspirations of this year. Look around you at the incredible MIMs sitting next to you, and take part of that spirit with you wherever you go in the future. Let us give you just a few examples. Be like the MIMs who commit their careers to making the world a better, more sustainable place. Be like the MIMs who pursue their dreams and move to a new continent where they believe they'll have the biggest impact. Be like the Climate Run or Earth Week teams who poured their hearts and energy into organizing impactful activities and speakers. INSEAD has given us the tools and the network to have an impact. And with the gift of INSEAD comes a responsibility. The responsibility to use business as a force for good. This can take many shapes and forms, and I know all of us will find a way to have meaningful, impactful careers. INSEAD has helped us to dare raise our voices and ask the important questions, even when they are uncomfortable. To reflect on what actually really matters, and then to act on it. Together, we are a force for good, an unstoppable force for good.
INSEAD has given us many values, and one of my favorite ones is give, give, get. Throughout the MIM, we were generous with our time. We invested in each other and offered help before others needed to ask for it. We gave without expecting anything in return. This is what makes our community so strong.
Be like the MIMs who do not only notice when people around them are feeling low, but also actively make time to sit down with them and make them feel seen and heard. Be like the MIMs who see stories in the people around them and put in active effort to listen to them all. Be like the MIMs who notice when someone is nervous about job search or exams and offer a helping hand. I believe the MIM has really shown us the power of kindness and the importance of being human. It is not always easy to retain these qualities in competitive professional environments, but I strongly believe that we are up for the challenge. Because in the end, almost everything is about people. And remaining kind and true to ourselves will make us better leaders. It will enable us to move the world around us. So let's remain curious, humble, and attentive to others, wherever we go. The INSEAD MIM is a perfect example of an instance where the whole is more than the sum of the parts. In the past 10 months, we have done incredible things together as a cohort. From tomorrow on, we will be spread out all over the world, but we will stay connected and always only one phone call away. For many of us, this MIM program was exactly what we needed. And I know we all share a feeling of sadness that our 10 months at INSEAD are over. It wasn't always comfortable. It made us think, reconsider things, push us out of our comfort zones, and sometimes really tested our limits. But it made us grow. And now, it is time for us to start the next chapter of our lives. Time to go out there and both keep on learning and keep on having an impact. I am incredibly proud of what we have achieved so far as a cohort, and I cannot wait to see what we do next.
This past year has been a roller coaster of many different emotions. Out of all those, today, one clearly stands out: excitement. I feel excited because while our year at INSEAD is coming to an end, MIM24 is only getting started. I know that we will carry on the spirit of INSEAD throughout our careers and beyond. I'm excited to see the great things all of us will achieve. Thank you very much.